Hello and welcome to another LEGO Bootleg review. This is Sheng Yuan set SY225. This is the E version. This is the only version I saw, but on the back of the box you see there's actually other versions. So yeah, the box is straight up copy of official Legos pretty much. It's a very nice box as well. It's printed very nicely and feels good in the hand. Doesn't feel like it's going to break or anything. And but unlike official Lego, you can actually open this up and close it back up again. So ha, Lego, your boxes still suck. And there's a little hole there for it to hang on the hooks in the shop. So this is a pretty tough cardboard. On the back here it says, hey look, you can build this, or spin it, or fly and stuff. And on the bottom there you got A, B, C, D, E, F. So you got, the 6 ninjas that I already reviewed in the other bootleg set that wasn't so good. But here's them actually in the Airjitzu, I believe. Build, fly, and rip. Sure. Inside this box, everything's in this they made this little white cardboard tray to go in there. You see it's just stapled together. It's white on one side, but just sort of brown on the other side. So, yeah, there are a few spare pieces in here as well, some extra accessories that I didn't plug onto the character. And there's some ninja stars here that are still on a little bit of plastic plugged together. It's also a lime transparent green spider. Spare hands, extra stud, and one of these extra sort of drilly bits in green. Goes to look at some of the weapons here. You have a sort of tentacle whip thing attached to this microscope thing. You got this sort of sword attached to a bar with these 2 drill bits attached on each side as another weapon, and you have sort of 2 Wolverine claws. The instruction sheet inside is also pretty decent, very straightforward, very clear, obviously a straight copy of the official LEGO stuff. And by the way, if you want to take a closer look at the instructions, box art, and also a few photos of the figure and toy, please feel free to head over to the Flickr link in the video description below. And here's the back of it, and they have a little bit of warnings and stuff inside just to say be careful and don't shoot this into someone's eyes. Not that you can really, there's no sense of aim on these kinds of things, so yeah. Paper quality is a bit thicker than official Lego paper quality, so that's good. Quick look at the figure before we move on to the actual play set. Even though this is not a figure oriented stuff, we can take a look at this. And yeah, this print is way nicer than the other bootleg thing that I just reviewed, which has a 6-pack of figures but without any of the spinning toys. So the gimmick wasn't there, it was purely a figure thing. Transparent green plastic looks very nice. The print is very detailed and sharp, as well as on the back. I have no complaints on this whatsoever. If you're wondering, the inside shape looks like that, as well as the body looking a bit different from Lego. And the arm joint is a standard peg instead of a C shape compared to official Lego. And by the way, for most of these Sheng Yuan stuff, all the figures come completely unassembled, including hands and arms and legs from the hips, so you got to do that all by yourself. And there's a quick look at his face there. Very nice transparent head, very nice print. I really like the look of these new guys. If I collected Ninjago, these are definitely highlights because they combine really nice transparent colors with solid thing. Not fully transparent, because then they sort of just novelty, you can't really use them, but these are slightly transparent, so you can do so these look really good. Especially like the Chima stuff with the transparent legs, those look really good as well. Here's the base build, very simple, very fast, very easy to build quickly, just like official Lego stuff. This piece here is printed, so if you're looking for unique printed pieces, this is also a nice source to get them. Very nice silver and green. I like the look of this plate a lot. But for the rest of it, it's very standard and boring with these 2 swords plug in there to give it sort of just an extra look and feel to it. And you got this giant wheel, which is these 2 pieces put together, and this is the thing that's supposed to fly, so plug that in there. There's a slot in there, there's no studs, so the figure literally just rests in there. You just line up his legs, and so he's sort of standing there now. And then there's a plastic dome to go over this, just to hide him in there. So he shouldn't fall out. And then somebody guide this piece, you got to plug into the bottom of this spinny thing, but when it actually comes out of the box, it's put together. Now, when I first got this, I couldn't get this to fly properly at all, in fact, but turns out that you really have to pull this very hard for it to fly. So I'm not sure how much this is going to fly for kids playing with it. After all, this is supposed to be a kid's toy. As an adult, I can fly it okay. It flies a bit, but I think maybe this plastic might be a bit too heavy compared to the official ones, because the official ones can fly quite far, quite high up. This one, not so much. So let's see how much this can fly this time. In order to really make it fly, both your hands have to move. This hand holding base has to go forward, and this hand holding this has to go backwards. If I just pull this with just one hand, you'll see it won't really go. And that was a light pull as well. So I'll pull with one hand only, as hard as I can, see if it flies. Oh, both hands and see how that goes. So 1, 2. So now I'm just going to point it at the surface and hopefully you can see it spin. This is a fairly flat surface, so it should be okay. And I'm going to try my best to aim it towards this surface. So let's see how that goes. Oh, there we go. Spins pretty well, I think. Still spinning. Whoops, goodbye. So yeah, if you're looking for something that spins pretty well, but then this is okay for you, but there's not quite any sense of direction, so went left and right at the same time. You really have to practice a lot to get it going, and you really have to pull quite hard to make it go at all. So I'm not quite sure how well this is going to do with kids, and this is something that they probably should play maybe on a safer surface. That it needs a flat and hard surface to spin, so you're going to be careful where you choose your child to play with this. Now the thing is, I think it's a bit heavier than official Lego stuff, so it doesn't really fly too high at all. The whole thing, this is Airjitzu, right? It's meant to fly up in the air, but instead we got a spin disc here, which is not so different from the original Ninjago stuff, you know, Ninjas of Spin Jitsu, where they had all the little spin discs. So official Lego went from just spinning to actually sort of kind of flying and hovering, but the bootlegs just sort of stayed around just spinning, which makes it almost pointless. So I can't really recommend this too much. I mean, the entire build is very solid, and if you just want the figure here, hopefully another good bootleg company, maybe Digu or Sheng, can just release an 8-pack of figures. There are some nice pieces here, but the actual gimmick of the toy is somewhat missing. The actual presentation of the box packaging and everything looks really good though, and just makes you think, whoa, I really want that, but just remember what you get inside isn't gonna fly as well as what you think you might do. Maybe you have a little bit better results with some of the other ones, or maybe if you play it outdoor then it might feel okay because there's a longer drop. So yeah, I can't recommend this too much. It does look nice and feel nice in the hand, but the actual function is a bit lacking. If you've enjoyed this video, please click the like button, the subscribe button, and of course leave a comment below. Like I said in the video, I did review a 6-pack of figures from a different bootleg brand. Those figures aren't so good, but if you want to look at them anyway, just to see how bad they might look compared to official Lego stuff, you can click on one of these little video links I have in the video now. If you want to support this channel even further, please feel free to head over to the Patreon link so I can make more videos more frequently. And finally, take care and have a nice day. See you soon. Bye bye.